problem working on trucks. Can't be scared of height. So up there you can see the first little spotlight that I've fitted underneath the back. Click on and this is what it looks like. And it's got little LEDs on the sides as well to hopefully throw a little bit light to the front and to the back. So it should be a good flood for the campsite. This is the fuel line. Try and get them up there. And that's the wires for the fuel pump run up through the back here, and here, and then this big one here is the loom for the Eberspacher. I need to drill that up the top yet. Up here. Never go down. This is under the back seat. There's the, I don't know if you can see it at the very back, you can see the Airtronic there at the back. This is a D2, the diesel one, 24 volt, 2.2 kilowatt, and this is the wiring loom that we've brought from underneath the truck that you've seen us. Bring it up here in this plastic conduit that will get shut over again. This is some kind of electronic testing port. That's its main connector, and that one there, that's got the prepared to be soldered, and this one here is from the diesel pump. So we're just going to solder that just now and then check the wiring downstairs, put the fuse in and give it a go. Exciting times. There's the outlet there, that's the inlet, and that under the seat you can't really see is the outlet. It's back to front. So that was fitted in at Atkinson Voss before the seats and that were fitted. So now we're going to strip the whole thing back out again, or try and find somewhere modifying this seat base to try and get, because it's just heating up the underside of the seat base. Brilliant, more hassle. Okay, so we've been getting on. The Eberspacher has now been redone. I don't know if you can see up there, probably not with look at the light. Anyway, what I've done is all this new cabling here that we're putting on top. You can see it all running through here with the airlines for the seats, because obviously the back seats in this were well, they were rally seats, but it would have been the bench when it would come out the factory. So these have all been redone, and I've done all the wiring up top here, all running back down with the rest of the loom to the bottom corner, then going up into the fuse box. I haven't run anything as of yet through the original looms. I want to try and keep them separate. So my looms and the MAN looms are two completely different things. So if there is a problem, I'm kind of assuming that it's going to be my stuff that's going to be problematic, as it's not factory. I would like to think that would be the case if there was ever an issue. And it's easy to get to, and it's not in all this MAN stuff that I'd have to go through. So we basically run up, following that's the water hose from the tank here for the engine, and then up into the Eber, and then all the stuff that's dropping from upstairs for the fridge, the lights, the USBs, everything comes down this side in here, and then runs down with the rest of the wiring and the airlines, as I say, down at the bottom. So that's where we are at the moment. I've now got to start tidying it all up, try and get around here with banging my head. We've got complete pundaments in here. As you can see, that is this is all so dark, and then our wires, they are running up to the control. Okay, so getting a bit scarier now. Boring body time. This is our fridge wires. See, everything takes twice the time. I'll get under here. Everything takes twice the time and twice the material. The fridge box, as you know, is under here inside the cab. That's one seat here where the Eberspacher is. The other seat there, you can see the heated seats that were fitted, with the wire for the heated seats, and air line coming through. So that's all done, and the box is in the middle. So when we bring the box, this conduit here, it has to go all the way down to the very, very bottom, past that light that you won't see, and then that red and black wire that you can see running all the way back up here, that's the fridge. So the fridge wire runs from here all the way down to the front and all the way back, because obviously it opens up and you can't have any wiring just running straight down. So this is the length of wire here that has to go from here through the chassis, back up into the habitation pod, and then get wired into the Victron kit, because the fridge is working off the solar side, not off the batteries for the cab. So everything just takes twice as long. But we're now at a point that we're going to now, we've measured up, and down here we have to go through the floor at this point. So we're going underneath and bore some big holes through the habitation pod. Scary, it's getting scary. Okay, so day 5, I think this is now. Again, Eber control and fridge control all the way down back. I've got to pick them up. So now we're in the habitation box of WANDERTRUCK, and it's wiring again. These are Chris's Whitehaven Victron, all these ones, but these ones marked at Atkinson Voss, fitted from the back corners. There's a multi-core, and the reversing camera at the back. They run through the actual box seam themselves, where it's made up, and then sealed over. They pop through here. That one there is that one for the max fan. This will be the control panel here or here. So I've got 2 multi-cores, reversing camera, and the fridge to come back in. So I've made that up. That's him there. So what I'll need to do is put the conduit sheathing on this here, and then feed it down through the hole. That's taken me about an hour to measure because I was terrified to bore it. I've bored that 32mm. The conduit itself is 26, with the idea of sikaflexing right round when I'm ready, right round the inside and on the actual ribs of the conduit itself, pushing it down so it seals all the way down underneath and on top. I can't see any beasties or sand or water getting up that position where it is anyway, because it's so well covered with a fuel tank and everything, stairs and everything else, and it was hard enough to drill. But just for a bib and braces, we'll get that sealed up, and then it'll run along the torsion-free subframe to the middle, about here, and then drop down with possibly a loop. I'm not sure, we'll have a loop when we're underneath, and then back on that chassis rail that you can see there, the light hitting, and that'll pick up. The other end will solder on the fridge, because as I said before, the fridge in the cab is working off Chris's Victron stuff, not off the 24 batteries, because we don't want the freezer chugging away at the cab, the lorry batteries, because this lot obviously was an awful lot more power and it charges itself by the solar. Right, okay, so there we are. Wires, hole, conduit. Let's do it. You can hear the door shutting back and forth. If you actually watch the cab, I'll rock on my feet. See that cab's actually staying still and I'm rocking. That is the movement of the see it there, of the torsion-free subframe itself just moving. So that'll be something to have to get used to, that I wasn't thinking about. Okay, that's the loom now in the conduit to there. So we've got different wire lengths, that's why I did this little video. We have the end, which does the power and the picture back to the reversing camera, or it's not going to be reversing camera, I should stop saying that, it's just a camera at the back, it's going to be like a rear view mirror. Fridge, you can see them here, and then a double taped, I've taped up all the conduit, and then put a bit of double tape on, and the rest of that from the double tape is open. So there's a little double tape marker if you can see it there and there, and inside just past that is the two multi-cores coming from the back, because I've not found out yet, I'm not sure, I've looked at buses and things like that on the back. Now I know you can get high level brake lights, and buses have high level indicators, so I just need to find out what I can put in the car, because the back corners I wanted to put two LED spots, and exactly the same ones I've put on the roof rack to light up the back, so when we are doing some reversing at the campsites and things like that, we can see what I'm doing. But it'd be nice if I could high level brake lights and indicators at the top there as well, because we are going to be travelling at the same speed along with the trucks. It'd be nice if I was slowing down, turning off, that I had high level things. But I don't know if it's marker lights or on trucks like this or campers. I'll need to find that out. But the wiring's there for them, and if not, it's no big deal. We still need to run it for the floodlight, the LED floodlights, the two of them. Right, so what we're going to do now is back the wiring. Okay, so there we are. That's the three cables, as we said, on the way down, into the conduit, through the floor, and that is the refrigerator cables, red and black, on the way back up again. Over there, that bit dump in there, that 40mm is actually my water inlet from outside. He will fit on maybe. He'll fit on like that, but what we'll have to do is cut very gently a bigger hole around there, so when I push him on I can get a Jubilee clip on there that I can actually get a flexi spanner into to tighten up, and then he'll cut quite short because he'll just be bending and going straight in there, and on this Tech Tanks inside the viewing area there you can see there's a polythene bag, and that has the other end fits on there, and it's just quite simply bish bosh. So we'll get this wiring done, we'll do that next, and then I think it's over to the joiner to let him have a look, get the inside built.